Hello everybody and welcome back. The date is May 28, feeling great, and here are some updates. And right out the gate, you can see how busy it was today. Lots of schools and groups showed up at the park. This was at about 10:15 a.m. and the Alpenfest area was already poppin'. The queue for Alpenfury, or the Human Zoo as I like to call it, was already filled to basically capacity, despite the wait time sign boasting a 0-minute wait. I hopped in the single rider line and was pleased to see that there was really hardly anybody in it, but I was even more shocked to see that there was literally nobody in the express queue. All in all, it took me about 20 minutes to get to the top of the stairs, where I was super stoked to find out that I was riding in the front row. And I just so happened to be wearing my Meta glasses, which scored me the sick footage that you're watching right now. After this, I headed over to the medieval fair area to see what was going on with Leviathan. The wait time sign filled me with joy, advertising a 4-minute wait. But all that joy was taken away when I looked over at the queue itself, which extended all the way to the back, obviously not a 4-minute wait at all. So instead of going on Leviathan, I decided to grab some grub at King's Feast. I opted to go for the hand-breaded chicken tenders, which were, if I'm being totally honest, very bland. But what I will say is that they were very filling, and this is definitely the kind of meal item that you could share with your friends. After the bland chicken experience, I went back to Leviathan to find that the ride had broken down, which wasn't awesome for all those waiting to ride it, but it was really funny to see the ride photos of all these empty seats. Thankfully, this delay wasn't too long, and the ride was back up and operating pretty soon after. Alright, now let's talk about what rides were closed today. As you might expect, the Bat was closed off to guests. They were doing tests without riders on the trains. Sledgehammer was still not open yet. Mindbuster was also still closed. Windseeker was also down due to high winds. The Backlot Stunt Coaster also experienced some brief delays today. And Lumberjack was also closed down today. Now, most restaurants and eateries were open today, but for some reason, Roadside Chicken was closed again today. Timber's Grill was also closed. And the Grand World Eatery was also still closed. Wonder Mountain's Guardian was open and actually seemed to be pretty popular. Behemoth was also very popular today with an advertised wait time of 30 minutes. I ended up hopping in the single riders line, which took me about 15 minutes to get on the ride. Over at Yukon Striker, there was an advertised wait time of only 15 minutes, which, just like Leviathan, seemed too good to be true based on the amount of people that were in the line. I jumped in the single riders line and ended up waiting about 15 minutes before I got on the ride. Over at Vortex, a ride that's really been gaining popularity this season, the wait time advertised was 40 minutes. I was pleased to see that the pond over by Timberwolf Falls has finally been filled with water. And with the weather being much warmer than it was last week, there were a ton of people on the bridge just waiting to get drenched by that splash. I stopped by the True North gift store and found some new merch items, including these hats, which are going for $34.99, these sweaters, which have a drawstring at the bottom, and these are going for $69.99. There's a kind of knit sweater as well. It's a very nice design, which is also priced at $69.99, and this V-neck shirt, which is going for $29.99. But wait, there's more. On the other side of the display, we got these gray t-shirts going for $34.99, these white shirts also priced at $34.99, this hoodie, which is actually super sick, but is being sold for a whopping $99.99. We also have this blue shirt here, which is going for a pretty reasonable $29.99. And speaking of shops, over at Thrills or Wonderland, there is also something new. In the discounted merch area, right next to all the shirts, you'll find a dragon. And not just one dragon, but 2 dragons. And these dragons are priced at $149.99, but I spoke to the team member in the store and it's actually 60% off, and after taxes, these dragons are only $67 each. Over by the antique carousel, there was some serious gardening going on, and honestly, this area is starting to look really beautiful. But personally, I think it would look more beautiful if we move the fence. Come on guys, let's get this thing out of here. Comment move the fence if you agree. Outside of the midway, it looks like they've put up some new tables, however, there are no seats. The Canterbury Theater was closed again today for a private event. Today it was the Festival of Music, which is like the music school thing that they got going on. As many of you know, Splashworks did not open last weekend due to weather, but there is now a sign saying that it will open on May 30th. There is a new opening in Kidsville in the form of this ICEE Shack, where you can get your cold, slushy, icy drinks in a variety of fun flavors. And it looks like Canada's Wonderland might be going ham on ICEE products this summer, because at the Sweet Spot Candy Shop, there is a whole bunch of new ICEE merch available, including the Making Cup and Syrup set in this absolutely battered box. which is going for $54.99. There's also the Freeze Pop and Syrup set, which is going for $44.99. There's also this 4-pack of syrup flavors, which is going for $54.99. And these squishy toys, which I actually couldn't find the price for anywhere. Alright, well let's talk about the DareDeviler, the newest roller coaster kinda at Canada's Wonderland. There is some positive progress being made here, but it is seemingly only in the way of the paint job. The biplane that we're all anxious to see has yet to be installed. There are still some gray areas on the support beams, but these guys are up in the air on the cherry pickers, making sure every last bit is painted. And it was pretty windy today, so props to these guys for going all the way up there and painting these support beams. The shack, which might turn into a ride photo place or a merch booth, is now fully painted. The station is also coming along quite nicely in terms of the paint job, and there's just a little patch on the lift hill that still needs to be painted yellow, but I'm sure that'll be completed in the next couple of days. So there you have it. Those are all the major updates for today at Canada's Wonderland. And remember, if you want to stay in the loop, all you gotta do is like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button. And as always, thanks for watching.